He used to call every woman at work girl. He'd snap his fingers, shout across the room, and treat them like servants. But one night, when he followed me to my car, banging on my window in the dark, demanding a ride home, I decided enough was enough. That night, he learned what happens when you mess with the wrong coworker. If you've ever worked with someone who thought they could walk over everyone, hit that like button. And subscribe for more real stories where karma takes the wheel, literally. Now, let's dive into how one arrogant man's ego left him stranded and destroyed his own life. I used to work in a small company, nothing fancy. The kind of place where you know everyone's name, where people share coffee, stories, and inside jokes. Everything was fine until he joined. Let's call him Brad. Brad was, without a doubt, one of the worst people I've ever met in real life. He wasn't just lazy, he was cruel. Especially toward women. Every single day, he'd walk in like he owned the place. He'd lean back in his chair, smirking, and call every woman girl. Hey, girl, grab me that file. Girl, make me some coffee. And if anyone dared say no, he'd throw a tantrum. I mean full-on yelling, cursing, calling them names that would make your skin crawl. It wasn't just disrespect, it was harassment. You could see the discomfort in their faces. The fake smiles they'd put on just to keep the peace. And management? They knew. They saw it all. But instead of stepping in, they shrugged it off. That's just Brad being Brad, they'd say. It made my blood boil. I'm not even one of the women he harassed. But many of them were my friends. And watching them get treated like that, I couldn't just stand there. Every day became worse. He'd flirt with everyone, even women who were married or clearly not interested. And when they told him to stop, he'd laugh in their faces. You're just playing hard to get, he'd say. I remember one afternoon, he yelled across the room. Hey, girl. Go get me this, now. When she refused, he slammed his hand on the desk so hard the papers flew everywhere. That was my breaking point. From that day, I told everyone, if he ever makes you uncomfortable, tell me. I'll handle it. I didn't want violence. I just wanted him to stop thinking he could bully everyone without consequences. Then I learned something interesting. Brad didn't have a car. He always begged for rides home. He'd guilt people, saying things like, "Come on, be a pal, or you're going that way anyway." Some people gave in. Most regretted it. He'd make them wait, blast loud music, smoke in their cars, even curse if they asked him to stop. So when I heard he was starting to ask me for a ride, I made up my mind, not happening. It was one of those long nights. We had to close up late. By the end, only 3 people were left, me, Brad, and our manager. It was close to midnight. The office was silent, the parking lot pitch black except for a few flickering lights. As I packed my things, I heard Brad's voice behind me. Hey man, I need a ride home. I didn't even look up. Sorry, can't do it tonight, I said. But he didn't move. You can't or you won't. I looked at him then, that arrogant smirk, like he thought he could push me like everyone else. I won't, I said firmly. He scoffed. You serious? You're really gonna leave me here? Yes, I said, grabbing my bag. Figure it out. I walked to my car, but I could feel his eyes burning holes in my back. When I got in, I locked the doors, just in case. And thank God I did. Because seconds later, I heard bang. 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 He was pounding on my window like a maniac, screaming, "You better ****ing take me home." My heart was racing. My hands were shaking on the wheel. It was midnight. The parking lot was empty. If he broke the window or pulled me out, I'd have no chance. I could almost feel the danger, that cold, electric fear when you realize someone's not just rude, but unhinged. I didn't wait to see what he'd do next. I threw the car in reverse, hit the gas, and sped out of there. Through the rearview mirror, I saw him standing there red-faced, shouting at the empty air, as my taillights disappeared into the night. And you know what? I didn't feel bad. Not one bit. He was 27. A grown man. If he couldn't figure out how to get home, that wasn't my problem. That night, he learned that I wasn't someone he could push around. And from that day forward, he never asked me for anything again. Months passed. Brad was still around, somehow. Still rude, still lazy. Management just wouldn't fire him, even though everyone hated working with him. Then one morning, the office buzzed with whispers. Someone said, "Hey, did you see that viral video?" I didn't know what they meant until one of the girls showed me her phone. And there he was. Brad, standing on a busy highway, screaming at another driver. It was full-blown road rage. He slammed the car door, ran into traffic, and started throwing punches. Hundreds of cars were honking, swerving around them to avoid a crash. You could see his face clearly. People in the comments were tagging him by name. Thousands of strangers online calling him crazy, disgusting, dangerous. It was like watching karma, raw and real, unfold in front of me. You'd think that would be enough to get him fired, right? Nope. He somehow survived that scandal too. Until one day, he finally mouthed off to the wrong person. Our female general manager. I wasn't there when it happened, but the story spread fast. Apparently, he raised his voice at her, called her sweetheart and told her she should know her place. That was it. She looked him dead in the eye and said, "Get the **** out of my business." And just like that, he was gone. Fired. For good. When I heard the news, I didn't even try to hide my smile. That night, I went home, poured myself a few shots, and toasted to karma finally catching up. Sometimes revenge doesn't need planning. Sometimes, the universe just handles it for you. All I did was refuse to let him control me, and that was the first domino that fell. The night I left him stranded, he learned that his bullying didn't work on everyone. And in the end, his own behavior destroyed him. It's strange how poetic life can be. You don't always need to fight fire with fire, sometimes you just have to step back and let the flames burn out the right person. If you've ever worked with someone toxic who thought they could get away with anything, tell me your story in the comments. And don't forget, karma might take time, but it always arrives. Like this video if you enjoyed the story, and subscribe for more real-life revenge tales where justice always finds its way. Until next time, stay strong and stay kind.